Nate Diaz on Conor McGregor trilogy, where Nate told Conor, "You bring yourself back to life, and I'll be back later." Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz's fights were huge successes for the UFC and for their respective careers. But Diaz will no longer wait for the trilogy that the promotion has been keeping in reserve for years, waiting for the proper opportunity. Diaz is prepared to leave the UFC and complete other missions, as he repeatedly stated during a special episode of the MMA Hour on Tuesday. According to him, McGregor has already felt the effects of missing his chance to make the big fight. McGregor was too amateur to be fighting Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather was like, "Oh, I know how to fight him, look what Nate did, that's how you fight him," Diaz said. Blueprint, beat his ass hella easy, made him punch himself out, 10th round, beat his ass. Didn't I do that right before him? That's exactly what I did. And then Conor went and got choked by Khabib. He didn't learn how to not get choked. If he would have finished the trilogy with me, he would have learned how to not get choked. If he would have finished the trilogy with me, he would have learned how to not punch himself out and make it through the rounds with Mayweather. He could have got better, but he jumped the line. He skipped through, and they helped him. No one has helped me the whole time. I've been relevant in this sport, and I'm the most relevant, still, without even trying. Fight once a year, and I took 3 years off, and I still have records. I'm still, like, fight of the night or top 2 or some mess like that, and I haven't done S in 5 years. I used to fight every 3 to 5 times a year, but the UFC's holding me back. Diaz stated he has offered to fight just about everybody the company puts in front of him, with a few noteworthy exceptions, and that he has 1 fight left on his current UFC contract. Diaz's track record and longevity have been cited by UFC President Dana White as a barrier to selecting an opponent. After the McGregor fights, Diaz is 1-2, and since his unsuccessful attempt to win the lightweight title, which Diaz claims was a turning point in his relationship with the company, he is 4-5. He has seen opponents advance to title battles after losing high-profile fights. But he believes that he has managed to hold on longer and has never actually lost a match. "As far as I'm concerned, I'm the best fighter to ever step into the UFC," Diaz said. "No one else can hang. This is a war that I'm not quitting, and everyone else is and can't hang in the whole S." Diaz said the only fight he's been offered during his standoff with the promotion has been a bout with welterweight star Khamzat Chimaev, whom he said turned down the fight. Chimaev, meanwhile, accused him of the same. But he believes the trilogy with McGregor is being held over his head as well. The fight could happen somewhere down the line when Diaz is finished exploring other avenues like boxing, for a bout with Jake Paul, jiu-jitsu, to take on grappling ace Gordon Ryan, or simply to try his own hand at fight promotion. Right now, Diaz said the UFC and McGregor missed the window. "You bring yourself back to life and I'll be back later, because I've got S to do," he said of the former 2-division champ. What's he going to do? Fight some people who got knocked on their ass against a guy who just got his leg ass broken all over the place and got knocked out the fight before. "I never got knocked out. I'm still in the running. Everybody else is in last place."